What is going on, my babies? Baby Bonez here with daily content. That's right, you heard that, daily. As long as I'm not being lazy. Anyway, we have a goalie tutorial here for you today, and this is just one in a series of Rocket League basics I'm doing on the channel right now. So if this video or any of my videos have been helping you out, please make sure to subscribe down below. Let's hop into the tutorial right now. Before we get into any specific goalkeeping mechanics, we have to talk about the rules and decisions that govern a goalkeeper. Now, generally speaking, there are 4 options available to a goalkeeper. The first and best option is going to be maintaining possession. So whether this is hitting the ball into the corner and following it up yourself, or passing it out to a teammate for them to take possession, maintaining possession is going to be the best way to beat the defense and set up a counter attack. Now, obviously, there are going to be times where this isn't available, and so you're going to go with option number 2, a good strong clear upfield, hoping you can chase it down and 50 or maintain possession in their half of the field. This is going to be situations where you're last man and you're trying to stall for your teammates, or your team is getting boost starved and you just need to bang the ball upfield and give your team a chance to regroup. Now, if options 1 and 2 are unavailable to you, then what you're going to want to do is just get the save into the corner. This is because if you get a save and it goes into the middle, it gives the offense a bunch of options. If the ball is in the middle, the offense can shoot it back immediately, infield pass, they can pass off the backboard, they can low 50. There's too many options. You want to get that ball into the corner and make it more difficult for the offense to create another chance at the net. The fourth and final option is pretty obvious. This is when you can't even get a save into the corner and you just need to get the save in general. So obviously, if all the other options aren't available to you, just get the save forehead. Not ideal, but what can you do sometimes? So keep these 4 options in mind as I'm going through the specific mechanics to goalkeeping. Alright y'all, so the second mechanic we're going to be taking a look at is shadow defense. This is when you're going to be on ball side and the offense is coming at you and you turn around and start driving towards the net. When the player shoots, you now have enough momentum to get the save and cover the entire net. And I cannot stress this enough, guys. Make sure you're keeping in mind your 4 options. The keys to really performing shadow defense effectively is going to be in matching the speed of the offense and maintaining the distance. So if you see the offensive player speed up towards you, start boosting, you got to start boosting as well. Otherwise, their shot's going to be too fast. The other key is going to be in maintaining the distance between you and the offense. This is because if they get too close, you can turn around and challenge, and if you get farther away from them, it's only going to make the save easier. So make sure you're maintaining distance. Now, when you practice this, you're going to want to practice awkward angles and these backwards saves. Bunch of good training packs out there, I'll link a couple. Additionally, you're going to want to make sure that when you get this save, you're not landing in net. A really good landing will help you maintain possession and not just throw the ball back to the offense. The other important aspect of shadow defense is you have to be willing to turn and challenge if the offense gets in too close, because you're not going to be able to react in time with the shot, but there is that sweet spot where you can turn and challenge and they're not going to be able to react in time. So keep all this in mind when you're practicing your shadow defense. The third mechanic we're going to be taking a look at is challenging early. And this is going to be when the offense gets a little bit too eager, a little bit too close to the net, and you can dive out and challenge early. Now, if you don't know to keep in mind your 4 options by this point, what video have you been watching, bro? Anyways, this mechanic is going to be just something you kind of have a gut feeling about. You see them, they're too close, you're starting to feel the pressure a bit, you got to dive out and challenge early. Now, the other time you can challenge early is if you see a misstep in the offense. If they're trying to dribble it and the ball falls off the hood, you can dive out and easily challenge. The other purpose that challenging early serves is it's going to make it very easy for the second man or the player behind you in rotation to just pick up that ball and keep moving. Keep all these tips in mind when you're challenging early. The fourth mechanic we're going to be taking a look at is far post. This is going to be when you are at the back post and the shot is coming from somewhere in the middle and you need to cover the entire net. This is usually the second man in rotation, and for whatever reason, the first man messed up and the shot's still coming and you have to cover the entire net. The keys to really mastering this and making it very effective is to keep in mind your 4 options. No, I'm just kidding. The keys to actually using this position to the max is you want to keep a little bit momentum as you come into the net, and as you come into the net you want that really good angle where you're right up against the net so that you're not angling back into the net for the save. So make sure that angle when you're rotating in to that far post is nice and tight. Now that is going to cover it as far as basic mechanical saves in Rocket League, but there are a couple more advanced mechanical saves I wanted to touch on just so you have them as a reference in your backpack to pull out whenever. So the first one of these is going to be squishy saves. This is of course when you're sprinting in the net because you have no time to turn around and you go into the net and follow all the way up around and come out the top of the net upside down to get the coolest save you can send to all your plat friends. Now the keys to saving this is going to be about looking at the ball. So you want to make sure you know where that shot is going before you come out of the top and lose traction. So as you go in, make sure you know where that shot's going. So even if you have to stall even a little bit, stall and wait for the shot and then adjust. And of course you're going to have to practice a little bit just to make sure that you get used to the weird camera movement and the awkward upside down save. The next advanced mechanical save I wanted to cover is going to be backboard saves. This is of course going to happen when you're on the backboard trying to prevent any backboard passes and you see a shot coming. So you need to dive off either the side or the top of the backboard and get a save. This is all going to be about your flip. You're going to use your flip to cancel momentum and get the save. Again, you're just going to have to practice it and see how it feels. The last advanced mechanical save I wanted to talk to you about is your pre-jump save. Now this save is a little bit of a Hail Mary because you're basically admitting I don't really have a way to react in time. I just am pretty sure you're going to shoot it in this direction. So if you see a double tap coming, you're just going to jump up and try and block the down angle from the double tap. Now that is going to be it as far as advanced mechanical saves. Play around with them a little bit, but don't spend too much time on them. Alright y'all, that should be everything you need to know to learn goalkeeping in 2020. As always guys, don't forget your 4 options. My socials are down in the description if you want to reach out. Please make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you found this video helpful. Helps the channel out a bunch, and yeah, have a good day or night.